Screw the shopping list, you guys. I know I do shopping lists for people every month in my group, and it's one of the membership benefits in Get Fit with Connie, but I'm going to tell you, screw the shopping list, because I just didn't have time for it myself today, and I went without my shopping list and without a plan. On my way, I stopped and I did a 5K. So I stopped at a really nice park, Wilson Park, and did a 5K. I wanted to show you my grocery finds and with no grocery list, and I wanted to show you what I'm going to do with the stuff. At least, you know, it's kind of impromptu what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you what I got and see what you think. I love finding new things, so this is new for me. I haven't had it, and I went to Whole Foods. That's where I went shopping. And this, I love yogurt. I do so much with yogurt besides eating yogurt in the morning with fruit or nuts, or I put seeds in it. I use yogurt a lot, like sour cream, and I could use sour cream, but I just have yogurt because it's so versatile. So I'll put my yogurt on a baked potato and use it like a sour cream too. But this is what I found, which I thought was pretty neat. I found a coconut yogurt. I've never had coconut yogurt before. And the first thing I looked at is I look at the total carbs and the total sugar per serving. So a serving is 1 cup. And for this is total carbs is 10 grams and sugar is less than 1 gram. So I was really excited about that. I really don't worry too much about the calories. And then I do check the ingredients and make sure it's organic coconut is the first ingredient, which is always a good thing, that whatever you're buying, the first ingredient is what that is. So, and I make my own yogurt. It's just, this is convenient, and I wanted to try something new. So I'm excited to try my dairy-free coconut milk yogurt unsweetened. I can't wait to see what it tastes like. So you know I'm going to taste this before I put it in the fridge. I don't know how many of you do that, but I do that all the time when I get new stuff. Let me show you something else I got. No grocery lists. I just walked around and looked at what I needed. Steve and I love these soups. Why I love these soups. I know I make a lot of my own homemade soups in my crock pot, especially right now because it's cold here in Southern California. But when I want something quick to reach for and as healthy as possible, I go for the McDougall soups. Dr. McDougall is really known in Northern California for all of his research in diabetes and being a vegan. And he's come out with a line of foods that's now in most grocery stores. It's expensive, I'm not going to lie. But the split pea low sodium soup is about $1.69. And sometimes you can find it on sale. I think it's incredible. And all of his ingredients in his soups are really just clean. So I'm going to go through. I just want to read them off to you so that you can understand how clean they are. So again, the first ingredient is organic split peas, vegetables, and in the vegetables is a parentheses. It's onions, potatoes, garlic, celery, parsley, and carrots. It kind of gives us our own recipe how to make the same soup. And then it has natural flavors of potato starch, sea salt, thank God sea salt, because we'll get the minerals in it, and then some lemon. So that's what's in this, and it's really, really good. I love the ingredients on this. So if you want to grab something really quick, because you don't have time, that's called real life, you don't have time, or it just tastes really good, try the McDougall's soups at your market. They sell them at Albertsons. I think they're really expensive. I think they're up to $2.69 at Albertsons, but Whole Foods had them. This was $1.69, and I get the lower sodium. I don't necessarily need the lower sodium. They were just cheaper than the regular split pea. And it'll taste fine. I'll add my own mineral salt if I need more mineral salt. So this is the McDougall soups. I got 3 of them. Steve and I both like them, and you know, I always have to consider what he eats too, which is dang hard. I know, all of you probably have the same challenges I have, probably in more ways than me because you have kids. Let me show you what else I got. I got the cucumber because I do so much with cucumbers. Cucumbers will go in Buddha bowls, which is a mixture of a whole bunch of great veggies and maybe refried beans on the bottom, or maybe even a rice on the bottom, or potatoes on the bottom. But I put, I do like, think of like a house with a foundation in my Buddha bowls. And the foundation of your house, that foundation in a Buddha bowl is either potatoes for me, and I'll cook up a whole big batch of potatoes, or it's going to be a jasmine rice, which we love, and we try not to eat too much of it. Or the other thing, quinoa. I I have a whole thing of quinoa I cook up. So I think of the base of my Buddha bowl kind of like the foundation in a home. Make it sturdy, make it of substance. It could be refried beans. I do a refried veggie bean, and then I'll layer different veggies on top. And cucumber might be one of the things I chop up really, really small and put in my Buddha bowl. But I'll use a cucumber in salads. I can make cucumber spaghetti because I have a spiralizer. So this is an organic cucumber, and I can do so much with it. And that's the key, you guys. It's all the versatility you have with your foods. They had the organic, Good Life organic tomatoes on sale. So I love these tomatoes. Now I have Rama tomatoes already, organic Rama tomatoes already in my fridge to slice up and put on like my toast, my toast like I had this morning with the avocado on it and tomatoes. That's when I use my sliced tomato. These I use sometimes for salads, but mostly just to eat all through the afternoon with some string cheese. So that's why I like these. They were on sale. These were on sale for $1.99, which isn't too bad. I want to show you the latest thing I'm into, and that is all this micro sprouted food. And I'm really excited about I bought my first micro sprouted food. I bought probably 4 weeks ago when I was making Buddha bowls. I wanted some sprouts to put on top of Buddha bowls or salads, or I started eating the sprouts on my sandwiches too. And so the first sprouts I purchased I bought micro sprouts of dandelion. And I loved them. Steve liked them too. Ding, ding, right? But they didn't have the dandelion sprouts. So what they had was, these are new. These are micro sprouts, micro cilantro. These aren't sprouts. It's just micro cilantro. This is going to go in Buddha bowls. It's going to go on salads. It can be stuffed on sandwiches, lots of things. But I did get onion sprouts. Onion sprouts. Again, they're going to go salads, Buddha bowls, sandwiches. And I'm all excited with my sprouts. And I got the radish sprouts. We did get the radish sprouts before. And I love radish sprouts. So I didn't think I'd like these sprouts, and God help me, I knew Steve wouldn't like them. Well, surprise, surprise. Steve loves the sprouts. They add a crunch to just about anything. So I even eat the sprouts. I'll put, I'll make a whole wheat toast. I'll put avocado on the toast. I'll put some ground up, like sesame seeds or some kind of a seed on the top with the sprouts, and then you crunch into it, but you get all the goodness of the sprout. So the new thing I'm excited about with my sprouts is these are really expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. And you know I'm getting into retirement years, so I'm watching my money, right? Our money, Steve and I's money. But anyway, these little sprouts were $5.99. And then like the onion ones, I think were $6.99. It's kind of ridiculous. And even these were a lot. I went on YouTube today and I found a kit that I can get from Amazon and buy special seeds that will sprout, and I buy a container to make my own sprouts. So I'm ordering that today, that kit, and I'm going to take you through my whole sprouting process. I hope to save money. It looks like the seeds are very inexpensive. I can get a big bag of different sprouts of seeds to sprout for like $5.99. So one of these is $5.99, one was $6.99, and I believe this one was even $7.99. So I'm really excited to start my own sprouting. But in the meanwhile, I'm splurging with these. So I can't wait to have these in our Buddha bowls or on our sandwiches. I got this too, and these are, again, I had no shopping list, so I'm going through, and usually, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you a secret though. I had no shopping list, and right before I went running, and that's my key. And before running, I had a protein shake. But what I do is when I had this shake an hour before I ran, I went running, and then I went on to the grocery store, and I did a light run, so I wasn't real sweaty, but it kept me from wanting to eat everything and buying bad foods. And that was kind of key for me. Otherwise, I'm like everybody else. I'll probably buy bad foods. Anyway, I found this on sale for 99 cents. It's organic mushroom broth. And if you saw me make my soups, I make my soups in that little blue. Steve and I we love this thing. And I have a whole YouTube station, a whole YouTube show I did on this. I I use these broths for these little soups that they're enough for two. So I throw a bunch of things from the freezer, put the broth in it, turn it on, and it doesn't really cook as much as I can leave it on for 5 hours. And when Steve gets home, he has his serving and I eat mine. So I pick up these whenever I find them on sale. I prefer the bone broth, but it's very expensive and I just didn't get it. But mushroom broth sounds really good to me, and I haven't used that in my soups yet. I'm hoping it adds a depth to the flavor. I should probably pick up some mushrooms, but I didn't. Again, no shopping list, so whatever. We'll see how that is. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I did pick up some baby spinach. I prefer baby kale because the kale has more iron than meat. It's a little richer in just about everything, and I try to get as much as I can in my body of richness, but Steve won't eat it. So, you know, I don't want to separate our foods. There's 2 of us here, and I have to think of him. I'm a good wife. Have to think of him. So I got the baby spinach. He likes baby spinach, but again, we will use this in Buddha bowls. I'll use this as a salad. I've got lots of things now for sprouts. I've got my tomatoes. I can use this lots of different ways. I can even put this in my soups. Although I have spinach, I have kale already frozen to put into my soups. But anyway, I just wanted some fresh spinach in the house. Spinach was on sale too. Oh, let me show you what else was on sale. You don't normally see me purchase my almond milk. And why? Because I can make it in my sleep. I just get a couple almonds at night. I load them up almost twice a week. I use this cup. I fill it up with almonds, raw almonds. I load it all the way up with water. I let it sit right before I go to bed. It sits overnight. And then in the morning, I drain off the water. I put it in the blender. I add 2 to 3 more cups of filtered water. I turn on my blender. I sift it out, and I've got fresh almond milk. And I do that because it is easy, trust me. And I know what's in it. It's only almonds, unless I add like vanilla. But this was on sale, 2 for $4, which is a really good deal. And in my pantry, I like to have go-to things in case I don't have time to make things. So this is the only kind I will buy. I don't count calories, but when it comes to almond milk, there's so many different brands, and a lot of them could be 120 calories. So I go for the 30. But let me tell you, the ingredients isn't just almonds. So this is like what I call quick and dirty food in the pantry. It's better than whole milk for me. I don't believe in drinking whole milk as an adult, and Steve can't do because of the lactose. But I'm going to just read these ingredients off because ingredients is key, and I really think it will be alarming when you start looking at ingredients. Almond milk, of course, almonds. That's a ding good thing. Starts with almonds. It has sea salt, which I'm fine with. Potassium, sunflower gum, which I don't like. Natural flavors, which who knows what they are. Like, what the heck is a natural flavor? I don't know. It has vitamin A, vitamin D. I'm not sure why they add that. I don't like amping things up. I want to amp it up on my own if I'm going to amp it up. Anyway, it's not that bad, but that's what it contains. So you see, when I say I make my own and it's easy, it's become a regular thing. These are going to be my emergency milks in my cupboard. And, you know, because they don't require, they can stay forever. So I don't even check the expiration. Okay, so we're still shopping here. I had to get my eggs. You all know, if you know me by now, I make a lot of eggs. Like today, I'm going to just be boiling my eggs. I put the eggs in the pan first. I fill the pan up with water. I'll put 12 eggs in. I fill the pan up with water. Then I turn it on. When the water comes to a boil, I turn the water off. I put the lid on, and I can let them sit on the stove till whenever I'm ready to take them out and put them in the fridge. We use eggs. Eggs are a real great whole food. We don't have any heart or cholesterol issues. We're not concerned about that. We eat a lot of eggs, Steve and I. I make egg salad. We put eggs in our salad. We put eggs in tuna fish. So we do a lot with eggs, and having hard-boiled eggs on hand all week is great. So I try to get the pasture-raised eggs. I sure do miss my own eggs from our chickens when I was a kid. If I had only known what I would miss when I grew up, I did not realize the privilege I had of having my own eggs on a farm, and buying eggs seems ridiculous to me, and they're not even real good. I know what good eggs are. But anyway, I do the best I can, and these are the eggs. So we'll be able to do a lot with them. And then I got I got my bag of potatoes, and a lot of you are going to ask me, oh, Connie, you're a health coach, you should be having yams. Yeah, maybe I should have yams. But you know what I did? I actually looked up the nutritional value between a yam and a regular potato. And if you go side by side with each of those, and I did this in an Excel spreadsheet, side by side, the yam has a little more fiber in it, which is good because fiber will reduce the amount of sugars going into the bloodstream, but not enough for me to worry about it. I'll be quite frank. So when I buy organic potatoes, I go for the regular potato. I don't worry about a yam. We do like yams, don't get me wrong. They are sweeter and we like them. And there's lots we can do with yams. And if they were cheaper, I probably would buy the yams. But I think they're overly priced. They were overly priced today. So I got the big bag of potatoes. I do so much with these potatoes. I'll take about 12 of these potatoes today. I'm going to wash the skins, leave the skins on. I'm going to wash them. I chop them up small and I'm going to boil them. Those boiled potatoes I keep all week in the refrigerator. I make Buddha bowls. There's a base by Buddha bowls. We'll have potatoes and chicken. I have chicken frozen in the freezer from a rotisserie at Costco that I'll take out. And there I have it. Potatoes for the night, chicken for the night. What I do with my potatoes after I boil them to make them help give them flavor is, after I boil them and I drain them, I immediately put sea salt on them and a little olive oil and I mix them. And I get them coated a little bit. With that alone, they taste amazing. And it sounds like it's too simple to be true, but they taste amazing. And Steve loves them. So we have potatoes. Potatoes are a complete food, meaning we could probably live off potatoes if that's all we had available to us for the rest of our lives. And a complete food meaning they have all the macronutrients our bodies need, almost all that our bodies need, except for the water intake, and to live. So between bananas and potatoes, we would have it made. So there is something else I got that I already opened and tasted, and it's out of this world. And it is a goat cheese that I'm a big cheese lover. And so I got this goat cheese. It's new, and the girl in the cheese counter convinced me. She gave me a taste of it. Oh my God, it's just so creamy. The taste is really creamy, and the texture is creamy, and the taste is so powerful. It's out of this world. It's called Saint Agur, A-G-U-R. It's incredible. And I already tried it. Oh, I got 2 more things I'd already put away that I have to show you. This goat cheese, I tend to eat, these are crackers. I bought these crackers. These are for Steve, and I eat them. I tried to portion control them. I'll put them in the little bags because they're not that good, right? And I need to portion control. So I'm going to take these and put them in tiny little snack bags, and that's all we get to have in one day, especially Steve, watching him. So I got a cracker. I got these crackers today. I got a cracker, a new cracker that I'm trying for me because I have to try it first before Steve can try it. I call it a healthier cracker. It's called Scandinavian Brand Crisp Bread, and it's actually called an appetite control cracker with only it has 4 grams of fiber, 20 calories, only 2 carbs, it's fat-free, and 1 gram of sugar. So it's kind of interesting. You know what Steve will say is it tastes like cardboard probably, and it maybe does. But I'm going to eat this with my cheese. And Steve will eat. These crackers are ridiculously expensive, but he likes them because they're really crisp. And they have a wheat version, which they didn't have today. Otherwise, I would have gotten the wheat version just to be a little better than just the plain bleached version of the cracker. But we will eat it with this. Sometimes we just have a few crackers with a meal instead of bread because bread is too much, and we'll have a few crackers. But I'm going to try these new crackers. Obviously, these were expensive too. Look at how many you get. It's kind of a joke. And I don't know. I just thought they looked a little healthier, and I wanted a little healthier option. It is 0 sugar. Dietary fibers 4 grams per serving, and that's 1 cracker. And so 0 sugar and only 6 carbs. So if you're paleo or you're, let's see, you're watching your sugar and diabetic, this might be a good option. I'll let you know what I think of them. And that's, oh no, that isn't all. I got one more thing. Oops. Lemons were very expensive. I'm really pissed off at how expensive lemons are, but each lemon was like 99 cents and they were small, and I refuse to pay 99 cents for a lemon. I'm getting really cheap. But they had these limes, and they're pretty decent, and the limes were 33 cents each. And it actually looked pretty good. So instead of lemons, I'm going to have limes whenever I use my lemon. The one thing about lime that I want to tell you is when I was going to health coach school, you know, we had different topics every week. We were studying something different. And one of the weeks, or for 2 weeks, we were studying a lot about sodium intake. And we were taught that if our clients have a problem with sodium, which I don't, in fact, I add more salt to sea salt. Actually, I don't use a table salt because all the minerals out of it. We need the minerals in the salt. That's why we're going for sea salt or Himalayan salt, because the minerals are in it. But anyway, if we have clients that are concerned about their sodium intake, we were taught to have them try everything they would add extra sodium to or salt to at the table, to have them slice up limes and put little slices of limes out on the table and have them squeeze lime on whatever that food is that they're adding salt to. And that the lime has a saltiness to the palate that goes to the brain and tells the brain you've had your salt and satisfies your craving for salt. So I do give that tip to my clients, and they seem to like it. So I don't have that craving, so I don't really know, but that's what they say about limes. But I will be using the limes as a part of my elixir in the morning. And I put lemon and lime juice on just about everything. So in my soups, on the Buddha bowls, I squeeze it. Even on my sandwich I made this morning that I posted that helps me with my inflammation. You know, the avocado, the tomatoes, I squeeze lemon juice on it. I put a little olive oil on it. I put the crushed red peppers on it. It's a great anti-inflammatory sandwich. Besides the fact that it tastes out of this world, I squeeze lemon juice on it. So I will do that. Whatever I do with my lemons, I'm going to do with my limes. So that's about it. That was my grocery haul. I have a lot. I have things left over, but in the fridge for us for all week. But I think I got a good assortment of lots of things here for Steve and I during the week. Some new things for us to test. Every week I like testing new things or trying at least one dish new or one new food item or something and experimenting because it broadens our horizon. We don't get stuck in a rut. And we discover new things. Like I'll never forget the time we discovered bok choy. We were eating all green at night, and I was running out of what to make with green. We were doing it for 7 weeks, and Steve was in it with me. And I'll never forget, I went to the Japanese store and I saw these bok choys. I didn't know what they were. And a lady said, "Oh, they're so good. Just chop them up on the bottom, you know, saute them in some olive oil, and then chop the leaves up, saute them later, and then put a little tofu in the pan, and then some soju or soy sauce." And oh my God, we love bok choy now. So we've learned by experimenting with new things that some things we don't like, but some things we do like. And it gives us a lot of variety and keeps things interesting in the kitchen for us and with our palates. So I think that's key. So that's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed my little find, and screw the shopping list. You know what? Sometimes it's fun to just go with no list at all and not be stressed out with it, and hope that you have what you need for the week. And I obviously have some things in the refrigerator already, and my cupboard particularly. So someday I'll go through my cupboard so you can see the staples I keep, so I can literally grab just about anything and know I'm eating pretty good. So have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. We have a beautiful day today, and I'm off to go for a walk outside. Bye.